In the summer of 1831, little more than a year after the church was organized, Joseph Smith traveled from Kirtland, Ohio to Independence, Missouri, and there dictated a revelation designating Missouri as the land of Zion. Church members soon began migrating to Independence, which was in Jackson County. When they were driven from Jackson County, they settled in Clay County and later in Caldwell County. Meanwhile, Joseph Smith and the Latter-day Saints living in Kirtland continued building at the community of saints there. As the church in Kirtland continued to grow, Joseph Smith and other leaders conceived expansive plans for the community, including a bank which would help provide capital for development. But the bank's failure and other problems led to dissent against Joseph Smith in the church. By January 1838, Joseph Smith faced threats of physical violence. Fearing for his life, he fled Kirtland and traveled hundreds of miles to far west in Caldwell County, where most of the Missouri Saints lived. Joseph Smith soon dictated a revelation directing the Latter-day Saints to continue gathering to Missouri and to develop far west as a holy place and a city of Zion. This revelation also commanded the saints to build a temple there. For most of 1838, Joseph Smith was focused on building up far west as the central gathering point of the church. The revelation also stated that Joseph Smith would be guided to designate new locations for Mormon settlement in Missouri. Shortly thereafter, he identified a picturesque bluff rising above the Grand River as Adam-on-Diamond. Joseph Smith had previously taught that a place called Adam-on-Diamond was where Father Adam had blessed his posterity after leaving the Garden of Eden. Joseph Smith spent several weeks surveying the town, supervising the construction of new homes, and organizing a stake of Zion there. It was also during this time that he and other church leaders were directing Mormon migration to the small town of DeWitt, strategically situated where the Grand River runs into the Missouri River. Through the remainder of the summer of 1838, Joseph Smith was engaged in directing the further settlement and development of Far West, Adam-on-Diamond, and DeWitt. Joseph Smith's efforts to strengthen the church in Missouri, the Latter-day Saints' land of Zion, can be found in the various letters, revelations, and other documents found in Volume 6 of the document series of the Joseph Smith Papers.